We heard from JPMorgan's Kalanovic yesterday saying that a soft landing is the base case. Before this CPI print, I should say, is it time to ditch that view?
I think that the window for a soft landing is swiftly closing because obviously one of the underlying principles of expecting a soft landing is the notion that the Fed can pivot and at the very least that we can see in the short term a step down in the pace of rate hikes. And I think what we learned yesterday with CPI, which undoubtedly was strong across so many categories, including critically that goods category that we hoped was going to start showing signs of disinflation. But I think all of that just means that 75 basis points for next week is absolutely cemented, potential for upside, but also that window for when you could see that the pace of rate hike steps down is pushed out, the terminal rate up. And so all of that to me leads to tighter monetary policy, greater recession risks, and an upside risk to the dollar, downside to risk assets.
Grace, overall, was the market reaction justified? It was pretty ugly, pretty violent, and pretty quick.
But look at where we'd come from. In the 4 trading days into this print, the market was telling you it really wanted to believe that peak inflation was here, and so we saw that very steep 5%-ish rally in the S&P in the 4 trading days before the print. Again, a material pullback in the dollar. So I think the move is justified, because certainly when it comes to equity markets, they were starting to look reasonably full. We know that PMIs tell us that earnings need to come down, and therefore you were looking for multiple support. But with this higher terminal rate and longer in restrictive policy, you can't rely on multiples. So I think fair, and we see a range-bound equity market between now and the end of the year, between the ranges of 3,600, 4,200 would be sort of the kind of range area that we'd look to say.
3,600, 3,400.
Yeah, 3,600 to us is sort of where a mild recession is discounted, and then the 42 is more the sort of the soft landing scenario for the end of this year, with modest progression the next year as well.